I went to a small school just north of Pittsburgh. It's called Slippery Rock University. Went through my undergrad exercise science. I originally wanted to go to physical therapy school, so I did an internship over the summer, and I just started working with special populations. So I started with kids, individual with a spinal cord injury, and then from there I was just always fascinated with different conditions. So someone has Parkinson's, what's going on? Someone had a spinal cord injury, hey, what's going on here? What are one or two things I can work on in the short term, overarching goals, right? So then from there, I actually got a job out of that real small organization, but the guy who hired me to kind of turn into a mentor for me, he was like, hey, stay in school at Slippery Rock. There's this real cool program, it's called Adapted Physical Activity. It's a master's program. Studied kind of all conditions. So went, met with the head of the department for the master's program I went to. He's like, yeah, I think this would be a great fit for you. You just want to learn more about chronic conditions. I'm like, yeah, sign me up. So studied my master's in adapted physical activity while working, got my master's, and then worked in Pennsylvania, very similar job to what I'm doing in movement, a little bit more intellectual and developmental disabilities, but the same type of communication style I was using there directly correlates with what we're doing here too. So that was kind of my math. Linked up with Eric about 2.5 years ago, and the rest is history. I like to play with variables, right? Different outcomes. So if I change this outcome or this variable in this specific exercise, what's it gonna lead to? Continue to stack these progressions, these variable changes, if you will. As long as it's safe and the desired outcome is going to be effective, try it, right? Set yourself up for success, make sure it's gonna be safe, but go for it. Trust your coaches. Like, we have very, 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 very smart, well-rounded, educated coaches. They're gonna put you in vulnerable spots. It's gonna be a little bit scary at times. Being more comfortable in those vulnerable spots is gonna translate, and I tell everyone this, the more you do here, the more comfortable and confident you get here, the bigger yield of benefit you're gonna get as soon as you walk out our glass doors. So trust your coaches. They know what they're doing. They're gonna challenge you. They're gonna put you in situations where you may not be 100% confident and comfortable in, but that's gonna have the biggest benefit. If no one knows this, I'm a massive Buffalo Bills fan. So yeah, so Erie, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a rectangle, right? I grew up in between Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo. Mom grew up in Western New York. So I grew up a Bills fan. My dad was a Steelers fan when I was growing up. He is officially converted, if you will. So the Bills were really bad for 17 years. So we had season tickets in 2007, 8, and 9. Saw terrible quarterback play. We went to 14 or 15 games, and my brother and I counted 6 wins in those 15 games. So it was bad. So from there, they drafted Josh Allen, the man. So I love the Bills. I will push anyone to root for the Bills because they're kind of the underdog story, if you will, right? So the Bills is a big part of my life. Other than that, I love Katie. Katie's my girlfriend, longtime girlfriend. We've been together for about 5.5 years. So anything and everything we can do outside, we travel, explore different places, ski or snowboard, golf, walk around the lake, nature preserves, anything you can do outside, we're gonna do. Play rec sports even. And then obviously family's real big. I got a brother in Maryland I like to visit, go see my parents every now and again, try to get them out here. So yeah, anything you can do, I don't like to sit, anything you can do actively, I wanna do. With very special people. I think they're the same thing. So the most challenging yet most rewarding is figuring out why something didn't work, right? So I talked about this a little bit earlier, is I love playing with variables. I love science. I love inputs, outputs, everything like that. So if something doesn't work, that's frustrating to me. Why can't I figure this out, right? That leads me to probably the favorite part of my job, is figuring out what can I change to get the outcome I wanted to. It's fun, it's difficult, a lot of conversations with our other coaches, a lot of back and forth. Hey, what if I try this? And even with the clients too, hey, look, here's my idea. This is what I think is gonna happen. You down to try it? 99% of the time it's a yeah. So I'm even honest with our clients too. Look, here's what I'm thinking. let's give it a shot. Oh, hey, this didn't work. Next time you come in, I'm gonna have 2 or 3 more options for you. So it's frustrating, but it's my favorite.